How can you not be inspired by this?
There's SpaceX. Back at home, we all have a lot of work to do, but from here, Earth sure looks like a perfect world. Single-handed mobility demonstration.
Commander Jared Isaacman now emerging
Copy,
from...
we're with you in Test Matrix 1, watching from the nose cone.
Epic stuff. How can you not be inspired? First ever private citizen doing a spacewalk. Amazing. And now back to Earth. What do we have here?
Cybertruck! 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 Cybertruck!
Turns out there's a common thread between these two clips. And now that we've got the epicness out of the way, in case you missed it, Lucid announced that they will use the NACS charging connector in their forthcoming Lucid Gravity vehicle. The same Lucid who spent the last 3 and a bit years running around saying how much better than Tesla they are, how much better their engineering is, how much better, hey, we're like Tesla, but better. You'll have to pay for it, but we're better than Tesla. Check it out. Are now literally using the charging connector standard developed by Tesla and have negotiated access to a portion of Tesla's supercharging network in the United States. Big win for the Lucid customers, big L for the company that has literally spent the last few years telling everybody how much better than Tesla they are. How fucking late to the party can you possibly be? That awkward moment when the Tesla killer is now putting a Tesla charger in their new vehicle. And while we're on the subject of Tesla's so-called competition and awkward, check this out. We're looking at Chinese electric vehicle sales revenue. So this isn't global, this is just in China. A comparison between Tesla and BYD, who are apparently the Tesla killer also. And we can see here, Tesla with 2 models on this chart, the Model Y and the Model 3, doing almost $2.5 billion of revenue in China in August alone. Just 2 models versus BYD with 18 models, just beating out Tesla in total revenue with 9 times the complexity. 9 times the number of products. That's embarrassing. This is what happens when you have a single category killer per category versus taking the shotgun approach. This is not a winning strategy for BYD. There's far too much complexity in the business. They don't benefit from economies of scale, being able to share parts in common, processes in common, production lines. Imagine an actual product that is brilliantly engineered. Very few parts, very few processes. The same shit applies to the actual business and its range of products. You want streamlined and efficient. BYD has so much duplication here. It's incredible. What's actually hilarious about this? This is in China. Tesla in China, absolutely embarrassing the home team. Even the Model 3, whose sales are being dwarfed by Model Y and, in fairness, significantly cannibalized by Model Y too. It's a comparable vehicle, but Model Y, compact SUV versus sedan, many more people prefer the SUV. Even so, Model 3 itself is embarrassing each of BYD's vehicles. Look, $675 million of revenue in China. BYD's best effort, the Seagull, at $492 million. Just remember, folks, complexity appeals to stupid people. Have you ever heard somebody pitching the bull case for a company or a product and bragging about, for example, BYD, how many models they have, or Government Motors saying, we're going to have 69,000 different electric vehicles by tomorrow. That's how we'll win against Tesla, by having lots of complexity, you morons. This is the real flex. Punching above your weight, doing more with less, crushing an individual vehicle category with a single model. Bro, you don't need to be a genius to realize the business case here for Tesla. Would you prefer an enormous amount of complexity, 18 different vehicle models to produce comparable revenue to just 2 as a business? Which would you prefer? I mean, think about all the different supply chains, the parts, the processes, the production lines, all the bullshit and complexity associated with 18 fucking vehicles to do the same job as Tesla's 2. Embarrassing. Now, look, I'm not a BYD hater. I'm just pointing out some facts. And while we're on the topic of Tesla's so-called competition, why is there a Government Motors and a Hyundai logo on screen right now? Well, Alex posted this, and let's just get straight to the source. Government Motors and Hyundai Motor to explore joint vehicle development projects. By the way, this is the same Government Motors who led in Matter, who previously had the whole Nikola Badger partnership, which I tore apart at the time. Huge red flag. Been over it. Not going to regurgitate everything, but holy fuck, that was embarrassing. And then also, the whole Fraudstown Motors partnership also with Government Motors. Tell you what, man, those did not age well. Now, before we actually read this article, You may recall, if you've been watching a certain channel on YouTube for a few years, nearly 5 now, that there was this guy on this channel who kept saying that most legacy automotive manufacturers would ultimately go bankrupt, but along the way, there would be mergers, partnerships, acquisitions, consolidation, and then ultimately bankruptcies. I forget who that guy was, but whoever he was, I think he might have actually predicted this ahead of time. Government Motors and Hyundai Motor Co. said on Thursday they have agreed to explore future collaboration across key strategic areas, including potential joint vehicle development, supply chain issues, and clean energy technologies. The US and Korean automakers said they had signed a non-binding memorandum of understanding to consider ways to, quote, leverage their complementary scale and strengths to reduce costs and bring a wider range of vehicles and technologies to customers faster. Bit of a word salad there. Just want to remind folks, when we're hearing about a potential collaboration to bring a wider range of vehicles and a wider range of technologies to customers, just remember this chart with Tesla's very low range of vehicles and literally dominating. By the way, what was the world's best-selling vehicle last year again? Can anyone remind me? Oh, that's right, Tesla's Model Y. Pro tip, Government Motors and Hyundai, you don't need a wider range of vehicles or technologies. You just need to be all in on electric vehicles, make a compelling category killer in each category. That's it. One sedan, one compact SUV, one small/micro city car, one van, and then just drive the cost of those down while simultaneously improving the technology, the capabilities, and the software, and license Tesla's FSD. That's how you win. But that's too simple. Remember, complexity appeals to stupid people and apparently stupid companies. Automakers face tens of billions of dollars in capital costs to build new electric vehicles and batteries, secure supply chains, and develop advanced technologies like self-driving vehicles as they face stringent vehicle emissions regulations and heavy competition around the globe. Potential collaboration projects, quote, center on co-development and production of passenger and commercial vehicles, internal combustion engine vehicles, and clean energy, electric, and hydrogen technologies. Oh my fucking God, dude. I'm going to say it again. You cannot fix stupid, and complexity appeals to stupid people. What in the fuck are these morons thinking? Okay, we've got a consideration of pursuing joint venture projects to produce internal combustion engine vehicles, the horse. What are they thinking? Oh wait, they're not thinking. Plus, I don't even know what this clean energy, why is that separate from electric and hydrogen? Anyway, plus, so let's count the propulsions here, right? The different types of propulsion. Internal combustion engine, 1. Clean energy, they probably mean hybrid, so that's 2. Electric, 3. And hydrogen, 4. 4, at least 3, but likely 4. I'm guessing the clean energy is hybrid, right? Why else would you separate it when you're going through these different forms of propulsion? 4 independent forms of propulsion. Right when these companies should be all in on electric vehicles, streamlining, and trying to produce a single category killer in each category for an electric vehicle, they would much rather do everything poorly. Idiots. Quote, both companies have announced aggressive plans to ramp up electric vehicle production. Now there's that word again, plans, as opposed to results. The two companies will also review potential combined sourcing in areas like battery raw materials and steel, and plan to immediately begin assessing, quote, opportunities and progression toward binding agreements. Now let's think about this. If these companies had any sense at all, they'd be all in on electric vehicles. And together they could actually negotiate very compelling prices on the supply of raw materials for batteries and other bits and pieces for electric vehicles. Instead, these dumb fucks are looking at 4 separate forms of propulsion. So instead of getting the best possible deal being all in on electric vehicles, they could get a slightly better than average deal on internal combustion, plus hybrid, plus electric, plus hydrogen. You morons. Quote, our goal is to unlock the scale and creativity of both companies to deliver even more competitive vehicles to customers faster and more efficiently, said Mary B. Aspara, who, remember, led and matters. Hyundai includes flagship Hyundai and its affiliate Kia, which together are the world's number 3 automaker by sales, while Government Motors is the largest US automaker. The automakers will, quote, evaluate opportunities to enhance competitiveness in key markets and vehicle segments. As well, spoiler alert, if you want opportunities to enhance your competitiveness in key markets and vehicle segments, go all in on EVs, stop pursuing 4 separate forms of propulsion, and just focus on one category killer per category. You morons! As well as drive cost efficiencies by having unnecessary complexity in 4 forms of propulsion. You morons! And provide stronger customer value through our combined expertise and innovative technologies. Then this person has a PhD in word salads. In October 2023, Honda and Government Motors scrapped a plan to jointly develop affordable electric vehicles, right when they should have been all in on affordable electric vehicles. You morons! just a year after they agreed to work together in a $5 billion effort to try, by the way, do or do not, there is no try, to try to beat Tesla in sales. The two car companies agreed in April 2022 to develop a series of lower-priced electric vehicles based on a new joint platform, producing potentially millions of cars from 2027 onwards. And as we know, that wasn't going to happen, and it's now since been canned. So I would like to summarize today's video. Big brain engineers pull off shit like this, an inspiring spacewalk with a private citizen. Two, in fact, incredible stuff. One category killer per category creates reactions like this from kids. You don't need to market to and advertise these little fuckers. They love the Cybertruck because it's epic as fuck. Lucid have embarrassingly had to walk back their "we're better than Tesla" by literally saying we're going to use the thing that Tesla made on our next vehicle. How awkward. But we're still better than Tesla. Please buy our vehicles. We're going bankrupt. If you ever needed a visual example of why one category killer per category is all you need to do as a company, Tesla absolutely embarrassing BYD in their home country, in China, with just 2 vehicle models versus BYD's 18 for almost equivalent revenue. Now, who do you think's making a higher profit on this amount of revenue? You already know the answer. It's Tesla by miles. Remember, complexity appeals to stupid people. And we have Government Motors and Hyundai showing their desperation by potentially, maybe, possibly, engaging in some joint ventures for supply and to develop new vehicle platforms, despite GM's history of a supposed partnership and then abandoning that awkwardly, with what appears to be the co-development and production of both passenger and commercial vehicles that include internal combustion engines, presumably hybrid as well, which is internal combustion engine with a vibrator-sized battery inserted to trick dumb fucks into thinking that it's good for the environment, plus electric vehicles, plus hydrogen full cell-based vehicles. You idiots. When you see these kind of potential collaborations, it is always true that at least one of these companies is super desperate, clinging on for life, and ultimately doomed. Remember, the mergers, the acquisitions, the consolidations, the bankruptcies, they're all around the corner. This will not be the last. If only we could have seen this coming. Oh wait, I did. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. Plus, has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. And I haven't missed a daily video in more than 3 years. Must be a coincidence, right? Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. But don't take my word for it. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. By the way, viewer, that makes 2 of us. On to the next. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. This viewer's been taking AG1 for 8 months and says, what an investment. Another. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, or I can keep going. Plenty more to come. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, these are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. If you're still skeptical, hey, I don't blame you. Everyone on the planet seems to be promoting AG1 now, but guess what? They weren't nearly 3 years ago when I had this to say privately to my Patreon audience before there was a relationship, when I was asked about what I was doing for my health, energy, and so on. Just sharing my genuine, honest thoughts about a product I'd recently discovered that was at the time called Athletic Greens, now AG1. If I could only recommend one supplement to take, Athletic Greens, and I'm not getting paid to say this, Athletic Greens is a fucking game changer. I cannot believe how effective this is. No longer having a lack of energy in the afternoons. It's fucking amazing. There's only one thing to recommend seriously. Try Athletic Greens. You won't go back. So obviously, just like Elon Musk is a liar, a fraud, a con man, a scammer, a fake engineer, and Tesla's going bankrupt, you shouldn't trust that guy from about 3 years ago who, without any financial incentive, was promoting this product to his audience on Patreon when they were asking about health and what he's doing for supplements. Because obviously, there was some other reason he recommended that, obviously. Not sure what it was, but don't trust that guy. And all the testimonials, like my mental game has improved with AG1. I feel better than ever. I'm so impressed I've bought it for both my parents. I feel more focused and have better digestion. Incredible difference. No more afternoon fatigue. It's relieved gut issues. These are all just obviously fake testimonials from fake people. Right? Wrong. Just try it. Unless you hate yourself. If you hate yourself and you don't even want to risk possibly feeling better, this is not for you. But for everyone else, what's the worst that could happen? Try it for a month. See how you feel. It's a no-brainer. Just click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR. You'll get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 plus 5 travel packs. And you'll take the colossal risk that maybe you might have a similar experience to some of the people whose testimonials we've read in this video.